of a 3-game set between the Oregon Ducks and Indiana Hoosiers here from Andy Moore Field in Bloomington. Alongside Sam Cinder, I'm Alex Hines. Sam, it's a beautiful day here. It wasn't so last night, a 3-hour rain delay, but it's into a triple in a blink of an eye. 1-2. Chopped over towards third. Strader, gloves, throws to first, not in time. Right to your point.
Right there. Right, Strader was nearly halfway to home plate.
She was caught for just the 7th time this year, given her high volume. She's off here. The pitch is a strike. The throw, the tag, they got her.
Avery Parker with a cannon behind the plate and right on target. So now 0 for 2.
As would be expected with the final weekend series of the 2025 season. They do it again. Line drive past Cooper into left for a base hit. Paige Sinicki opens up the hit tally. Second of the hit tally, I should say. First one that leads. 2 hit by pitches as well. Squares to bunt, pulls back on ball 4. So not just the average, the on base will get raised instead for Lucia. That brings up Riley McCoy.
And you can't afford to have it. You know, Oregon's a good team. They're
2 on, here's the pitch. Hit up the middle, it's past Reyes into center. Wilkeson comes up throwing, and it's cut off. They go to third with it, and everybody's gonna be safe. An RBI single from Riley McCoy, and the Ducks strike first.
Now again,
Winds and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The first K for Reyes, and in a crucial spot.
Yeah, you mentioned the spot. It's huge because a productive out scores a run, puts Oregon up 2-0. You still need one more to get to, or no, that is the.
Laborious inning for the freshman right-hander. That's hit down the line. That's a fair ball. That's going to head in the right field corner. 1 run is in. 2 runs will score. The throw is late. It's a 2-run double for Emma Cox, and Oregon extends. It's 3-0.
And a great piece of hitting by Cox. Inside-out swing, just pushes it. Really about the pitches in one inning, not really collectively.
1-2, chop back to her. It's off the glove, and everyone's going to be safe. Reyes, it tipped off her glove. Not sure if either middle infielder would have had a play otherwise, but either way, it's
teams will have a few more. So they are short-staffed, and it can wear on this staff if a couple people are struggling.
That's line to the right center. That's down for a base hit. 1 run is in. They're going to send the runner to the plate. The throw will not come to the plate. Jones scores a 2-run double, and it's 5-0 Ducks.
Well, the hits just keep piling on if you're Oregon.
Regular season coronation. 3-2, low ball 4. And so the 9-hitter walked, and the lineup turns over here in the first. They did that yesterday, Oregon, in a 5-run 3rd inning. They have 5 already here in the first.
And this is with 9. I think 9 is enough to bat around.
Runners will be in motion. 3-2, 2 away. Here's the pitch. High ball 4. Back-to-back walks now from Janae Berry.
And here's where the problems.
Flannery, Rosa, and Lucia. That one's skied into shallow left. Minnick ranges over. She will make the catch. And this long nightmare inning for Indiana is over. Oregon, though, that big 5-run inning, we saw glimpses yesterday of what Oregon softball has been this year. But Copeland, Minnick, Parker, and Mitchell, the top 4. But Allie Van Brandt sneakily has been one of the hotter hitters for Indiana of late. Off the fist, a diving play by Sinicki. Flashing the leather.
Well, there's that defense. And
3-1, that's high ball 4. We'll see how many times I accidentally irk you today. Here's Avery Parker. Parker saw a
little bit of trouble here, a walk to Minnick, but usually doesn't walk many.
2-2 on its way, swing and a miss. Powers it by Parker. The first K of the day for Lindsey Grine. 2-2. Called, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Lindsey Grine. Strands the 1-out walk. Oregon leads 5-0 through one.
Press box.
Professional grab right there. Beating the ground to first. Bird will take it herself. Out number 1.
And a nice job inducing the ground ball if you're Barry. You know, you're down 5-0, but the best you can do from here is move on.
Ready with the sign. For 1-2. Popped, shallow left. Out is the shortstop Cooper. She'll make the grab for out number 2.
Really nice job of understanding.
Barry ready, looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Her 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A high cheese from Barry. And they go down in order. It stays Oregon 5-0. We head to the bottom of the second.
Almost a foot closer. And so they have to put a stop to that and say, hey, you go back on the rubber.
That's into right center. That's down for a base hit. Van Brandt's wanting 2. The throw will be late. It's a leadoff double for Allie Van Brandt. Continues her run of extra base. Had a hit yesterday. Off the fist, shallow center. That might drop. No, Lushar is there to make the catch. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Lost the arm guard, and she's down on strikes.
Well, there you can see the effect of a fastball that has some velocity.
1-2. Swung on and missed in the dirt. The throw down to first will complete the K. And Chambers, after entering, gets 2 Ks of her own to finish out the second. 5-0 Ducks here at Andy Moore Field. Will step aside on Big Ten. Cox into right center. That ball is going to drop and one hop the wall. She's on her way to second. She'll have her second double of the day.
Yeah, well, she had the crushing hit, honestly, in the first.
Jones tries to drop it down again, right in front of the plate. A perfect sack bunt will move the runner over to third and record the first down of the inning. 2-2 from Barry. Popped up on the infield. Bird there. She'll make the catch for out number 2.
Well, ginormous out for Barry and for Bird. And this is the second time now happened in the first inning where with a runner on third and less than.
Making up officials in any sport. Sky high into left. Minnick ranges. Wilkeson makes the call, and she will make the catch. And that will retire the side. A runner stranded on third, but we head to the bottom half. 3-0 on its way. High ball 4. Not particularly close with any of those, and that turns the lineup over for Brianna Copeland.
Well, the last thing you want to do at 5-0 is one walk the.
Sokolsky ready. Here's her pitch. Off the fist, shallow left. That ball is dipping. It'll be caught by the shortstop, Sinicki, and that's out number 1.
And Sinicki's made some nice.
2-2. Hit into left center. That ball is going to get off the wall. Heading towards second is Minnick. They'll hold Cooper up at third. It's another double for Indiana's program leader in the category, and there's 2 in scoring position. Heading the count 0-2. Rocks and fires and strikes Parker out in the dirt. A throw to first completes the K, and there is that good K stuff from Sokolsky.
She went with the off speed. Parker was out in front trying to catch up to fastball timing. It's when you mix location and speed, you're going to get outs.
Rolled over to short. Sinicki throws in time for out number 3. So Indiana's threat goes begging in the bottom of the third. We had Janae Barry has done well out of the bullpen for Indiana. Her 2-2 hit on the ground, stabbed by Cooper. Throw from a knee, not in time.
Oh, you know you have to get rid of that immediately if you're Cooper to get a runner as fast as Lucia.
Definitely agree that that's true. That's hit on a line. That gets down to the left for a base hit. Minnick gloves the runner heading to third. The throw, the tag, not in time.
And it wasn't a bad throw by Minnick. She cut the ball off, but again, you're seeing the speed of Oregon come to play. And
You have 2 top teams. Had one of those games where they didn't steal a bag at all. They didn't even attempt. That's hit on the ground off the foot of Berry. It goes to Bird, but she'll have no play. A run scores, and it's 6-0.
And again, speed. You know, that one, it was going to be up the middle and probably robbed Oregon of a run if it doesn't go up the middle.
That. Instead, it'll be McCoy with a runner home in the inning. And first and third with nobody out. Squares to bunt, that's a strike. The runner will go, and they'll let her take second. That is the first stolen base of the weekend for Oregon, for Kendry Lushar, who...
See if you can just steal one.
A one to McCoy. That one's hit into right center. Over to make the catch is Mitchell. Both runners will tag and both will advance. A run scores, it's 7-0.
Well, that's what good teams do. They get a lot of sac flies. They put the ball in play with less than 2.
Courtesy of an infield single and a sac fly. Just one away in the inning. That's swung on and missed. He gets to the backstop. A run will score, and Patman will reach on the drop third strike.
And that's just how the day's going. Even when it goes your way and you get the strikeout if you're Copeland.
Productive Saturday. 3-2. Pop fly. Cooper is out. She can't see it. She'll drop it. They will get the force. So in the end, no harm comes from it. And a little bit of luck for...
If the batter is frustrated, doesn't run down the line, you always run down the line.
Called strike 3. Copeland at the knees. Freezes Jones. 3-run score for the Ducks. They lead 8-0. We have the bottom of the fourth here from Andy Moore Field. That hitter, it should be noted, she had 7 extra base hits. 16 of them after doubling earlier this season. High pop-up and will be caught by Sinicki. Just a little looper. Pitch from Sokolsky. Grounder up the middle. That squeaks through for a base hit. Check swing almost from Wilkeson, and she's aboard here in the fourth.
It's amazing what happens sometimes when you put bat on ball. Finds holes. It's why you see it coming. That play is all about the deceptiveness of it.
Topper up the first baseline, gloved in fair territory, and she tags straighter for the out. That was McCoy. Wilkeson moves up. First pitch she sees is high, a back pick attempt. Wilkeson scrambles to third, the tag not in time.
Or maybe they were talking about that play. and you know, they really picked her off. It's a good job by Wilkeson committing to.
Nice sunny afternoon. Truly the spring weather we've been waiting for. A swing and a miss, strike 3. Sokolsky strands a runner and keeps the Hoosiers quiet. 1-2 the count. Pitch from Hess, swing and a miss, strike 3.
You know, let's get this over with. Go attack. We don't want the game to be drawn out when it's down 8-0.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Hess. She heard you say she's not a strikeout pitcher and get
mostly working away from Lushar, everything away.
2-2, hit on a line. That's going to be off the glove of Minikin Land. Heading towards second, now scampering to first is Lushar, and she'll have a 2-out single.
Well, she's just such.
Kai Lushar on first. Hess is 2-2. Popped on the infield, foul ground. It is Bird to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So Indiana, Sokolsky, 1 K since coming in. The 3-2, low ball 4, not by much.
Well, that's the type of at-bat you want to lead off an inning where you need 1. And now, obviously, you want to get 9.
Second time. Squares the bunt, drops it down. Who wants it? It's the third baseman. She'll have no play. They throw back to second, and they tag Cooper out.
That can't happen.
She did not see the pump fake from the third baseman, Flannery. And Cooper.
And got her out. Is this a bunt single and then out advancing to third?
That's how I would score it, as she is officially out.
Even more flowers, and that's really very classy.
Oregon will have their home senior day still to come, but in a way their first reminder of what's to come as well for their seniors, as that's a walk to Minnick. That is
solid 3 2/3 in between where she didn't do much.
That one's hit down the left field line by Parker. That ball's gonna land. It kicks up against the wall. Copeland scores, Minnick to third. It's an RBI double by Avery Parker, and Indiana will extend this ball game.
Well, great job by Avery Parker. Great piece of hitting, obviously. Used the whole field.
2-2 again. Into left, camped under it. Lucier, she'll make the catch, and Minnick will hold. That's out number 2. 1-2. Takes, called, strike 3. Grind enters, and while 1 run scores, extending this ball game, she does strand a pair. We head to the 6th. It's 8-1 Ducks.
Looking at it right now, Indiana, 132 pitches.
Off the fist, shallow center, out Van Brandt will make the catch.
It's an underrated play by Van Brandt over there. She's got to go a long way. It's always hard for an infielder to retreat that far to the outfield.
1 for 4 now in the series. And hits that one high and deep into right. Mitchell twisting, turning, it's gone. Homer number 15 for the freshman Riley McCoy, and it's back to an 8-run ball game.
And you know, it's so funny. It didn't even feel like she got a great piece of that ball. She just
and score 1 more run and try and send it to the standard 7. Swing and a miss.
We'll make it 3 strikeouts over an inning and 2/3 for Taylor Hess. That's pretty good stuff. And again, that's
all I know is that one fact about the escalators. That's called strike 3. That will end the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Once again, Indiana 3 outs to work with. They need a run to extend the 0-2. Called strike 3. Grind freezes Wilkeson on 3 pitches, and that's out number 1. Strader golfed into left center. That's going to get down for a base hit. It's cut off by Lucier, and that'll hold Strader with a single. And a fast runner aboard for Indiana, and Josie Bird will step in.
great piece of hitting, but how?
3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Called, strike 3. Another backwards K from Lindsey Grind. Strader will be off with the pitch. 3-2, 2 outs, bottom 6. Grind winds, here it comes. Popped up, foul ground towards the netting and making the catch, Flannery. And that will do it. Delayed by an inning, but Oregon get a run rule victory in game 2 of the series. They take this series and will go for the sweep tomorrow when these 2 teams play at 1 Eastern time. Oregon once again showcasing their offensive potential, and they will be back in action tomorrow. For Sam Cinder and our phenomenal production crew, I'm Alex Hines saying so long from Bloomington. The final score in 6 innings, Oregon 9, Indiana 1.